Hello, beautifuls. We have had the privilege on this earth of having many masters and divine teachers. Be that the Buddha, Jesus, the Messiah, many sages, and the gurus. And the only difference between these masters and you and I is that they fully remembered and fully embodied their divinity. Just feel that for a moment. Now, I know that statement might cause a lot of discomfort for people. It might even cause some anger, because that statement is implying that we then are also divine beings. But I want you to consider for a moment, if that upsets you or is a new concept, what would be the purpose of having these beautiful divine masters come teach us the way if we could never accomplish it? Jesus himself said, you will do the same works as me and go on to do greater works than I. And how would that be possible if we were also not divine beings? So what does that really imply when we understand that, okay, the difference between them and us is that we are not embodying and remembering our divinity? What does that really imply? Well, for one, it implies that we are much more powerful than we've ever given ourselves credit for. It also implies, and what makes people very uncomfortable, is that heaven and hell then are states of being. So when we think in the traditional term, most people think of heaven as a realm, a physical place where we go to. And yet, and again, I'm going to refer to Jesus because that is the teachings that I am more familiar with. Although all the ancient teachings teach the same thing, the wording is maybe different and the metaphors are different, but the teaching is the same. And Jesus said when he was talking to the Pharisees, he said, you will not say, see here, see there, but the kingdom of heavens is within. So heaven is within. It is that place where we own our divinity. We become full of light and love and limitless power. That means also that hell is not a physical place in a physical realm, that it too is a state of being. And it is a state where we have imprisoned ourselves in a state of denying our divinity. We continually crucify ourselves, living in fear, judgment, and a state of being powerless. I know that these might be new concepts for some, and I thank you so much for listening to them. The invitation today would be to sit in the quiet, in the stillness, and just contemplate that. What would it be like? What would your life look like if you allowed yourself to step into a place of remembering your divinity? How would your experiences change? And observe, what are all the excuses, all the fears, all the rationale that comes up against that? And that is the beginning of the self-discovery, of stepping into who you really are. And if you would like to delve deeper into that journey and would like assistance with it, as always, I would love to help, and my information is below. If you enjoyed this video and would like to hear more like it, please hit the subscribe bell if you haven't done so already, and hit the all button. It really does help the channel grow, help me spread awareness. As well, the likes are incredibly helpful. I thank you so much for being here and being part of these conversations. I absolutely love what I do. And to the beautiful souls who have donated, I appreciate your generosity more than you know. It helps me grow the channel and helps spread this message. Until we speak again, please be well.